we go to these lila stalis and we think, oh, my Swamini, she walked here, she touched this malati, lata. How fortunate I am to be here. How fortunate are these lata devis. Then because it's talking about the dust of Vrindavan, so don't take the dust for granted. I said, don't take the dust for granted. The Brajaduli. It's very powerful. Like I went to one of my favorite places the other day, and I wanted to take some dust from the ground, from the lila stali, and eat it. So I was paying obeisances to one tree, and the one tree was one of those kind of twisty trees of Braj, that don't grow more than 8 feet, but they twist all around, all over the places. They go down like this. Those amazing trees of Braj, all Tera pear. They're all like this. They grow like this, and they go along the ground like this, and they grow up like that. Have you seen? Very strange type of trees. Very amazing, transcendental. So the tree was growing near where my head was, just by chance. It was also split, and that's another thing. Usually trees split; they're finished. It was, it was split open. It was like lightning bolt, but it was still growing. The two sides were alive, and the middle was. And I looked up, and there was a bunch of Braja inside that tree. I said, well, now this is really high. This is rarefied. This is not only Lila Stali Brajaduli, but it's inside this Lila Vriksha, Kalpa Vriksha, inside the hollow. The hollow, like the hollow of the tree was inside. I said, this is really good. It's like primo. So this is the Brajaduli. Wherever we go, the dust is very powerful. This Brajaduli is Dibya, transcendental. It's Chintamani, Bhumi. These are thought fulfilling particles. Particle, Kankan. If you just touch this dirt, and because when you're walking barefoot in the Braj, you're thinking of Krishna and Radha on Parikrama, and remembering their pastimes, and you're praying to qualify to enter there and serve there, and all those thoughts are being registered in the dirt, in the Brajaduli. And this Braj will fulfill those thoughts because your feet are in contact with this Chintamani. These are thought-fulfilling particles. Each particle of dust of Vrindavan can give us Krishna Prema. Prem Kankan. And we should always remember that Radharani walked here. She is walking here. Radharani walked here. She is walking here. And she will walk here. How fortunate I am. So we should pray to the Brajaduli. When will I see Radha's footprints? We go to the Brajaduli, we go to a Lila Stali, Barsana or Nandagram or anywhere, and we pay Dandavats, and we roll around, and we take some dust, and we think, we meditate, we chant, we pray. We write. Writers, they get inspired. And then what do we do? Then we should think, how fortunate I am. So we should pray there in the Brajaduli, when will I see Radharani's footprints here? Just like every day I go to Manasapavan Ghat, and I pay my obeisances, respects. And I lie in the dust of Manasapavan Ghat at Shamakund. And there's a way I realize there's a way you can lie down, do dandavats where only part of your head is touching. The science of full coverage. So you can lie down where maybe just the crown of your head is touching, but not your whole forehead. You have to move your head in a certain way where, you follow? It's like a certain angle where your whole forehead comes in touch with a Brajaraj. Then you think, oh, Radharani's Charanduli is on my forehead. You're thinking like that. And you're praying, Radharani, you came here today. You bathed here today. And I'm putting my head here. Will some altar from the bottom of your feet will come on my forehead? Will you please show me your footprints? And you're lying there and you're thinking, Radharani walked here. She is walking here. She'll walk here tomorrow. When will I see her footprints? This is Bhav. This is called Bhav Dristi. You see with your thinking, and when your heart catches up with your thinking, then you see with your heart. So your heart doesn't catch up with your thinking until we come to the level of Bhava Bhakti. Then we can see Lila. And now it's Ado Shvara Tata Sada Sangha Bhajana Kriya Anartha Nivriti Tata Nishta Tata Ruchi Asakti Bhav and Prema. But at least we have to start thinking with feelings for Radha and Krishna. So I'll give you an example. When will I see Radha's footprints? And when will you please bless me? The Padakartas sing, Vrindavan mein kan kan bole Shri Radha Radha. In Vrindavan, even the smallest pebbles and particles are chanting Radha 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 Radha. Vrindavan mein kan kan bole Shri Radha Radha. Kan kan means little bit. Little tiny, this little bit. Our minds, this is 8th point. Our minds are forever searching for pleasure, happiness, and enjoyment in 1,000 different ways and places. But the search for bliss ends here. The search for bliss ends here in Vrindavan. So may we all follow Prabodh Ananda Saraswati's perfect example and pray to Radhika. And pray to Vrindavan. Oh, my foolish, restless, mad mind, just please find pleasure and find your satisfaction here in the rasa-filled forest of Vrindavan, the eternal playground of Radhika Shyam Rai. So this is my summary of some of the points that we discussed of verse 14. Now we'll start verse 9.